That is weird. I don't know why
That
that'd be
is
broken.
weird. Wheels. He's all rubby on his microphone or something. Hey guys, it's the
Yep.
Raw Wrap Up, WWE Raw Wrap Up here, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. I am Sorg at Sorgatron with my compatriot. The first guy I hop in the chat room there is Wheelz at Hot Wheels RWA on the Twitter machine. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing well there, Sorg. How about yourself?
Recovering after a weekend of wrestling with the RWA. It's fun now. Of course, we get tonight with Ric Flair. That was there for some reason.
Yeah, I thought, okay, he was going to be there for maybe Sting or this, that, and the other, but no, he was just there to
I
flirt
thought
with
they were going to
Renee
plug
Young.
Best of Nitro that they were plugging all night. That's happening
Yeah.
like the last free hour of the network, but no, apparently not. So there you go. So the first match on this is Sting and Ric Flair, and of course they showed Sting tonight as well in the WWE 2K15 promo.
Two
So
generations, as a matter of fact.
exactly.
2 generations.
So the first bit of Sting in makeup for the network in new footage, for WWE in new footage. I like it. I like it.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the gameplay of this year will be with 2K taking full reign of the platform and everything, because last year they only had a little bit, and I've enjoyed it because I have 2K14 myself. So
Now, getting to Raw, what did happen tonight? Matt Carlins, our friend of mainstream media, is joining us right now.
What's up?
A little bit on the loud side, it sounds like. Well, Raw was Raw.
yeah, I mean, it was a show that was supposed to be leading into Battleground, and I mean, it seemed like it was rushing itself to get everybody to go, okay, what matches we're looking forward to, like the whole Wyatt Jericho, and you got Paige and AJ, I guess, is that.
I feel I feel quite the opposite. I feel like everything's been in a holding pattern. I feel like I've been seeing the same thing. We see I'm still seeing. This is the thing that happened 3 weeks ago, and this is the significant thing. Nothing since matters. You know, they've just been putting the people in the same situations leading up to this. And it's been kind of weird. You know.
I mean,
I felt like they spend a lot of time setting stuff up for the IC title battle royal.
Yeah, the battle royal.
A lot of time talking about that.
But isn't that kind of? I feel like we're getting to a point with the IC Battle Royal, Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal, that we weren't funding the bank. Everybody's involved in that. What's going on the rest of the show? I mean, we do have some good things. We got the Diva match, and we have Jericho and Wyatt, which should be tremendous. We got Rusev and the We the People, the coalition there. So we do have some great extra stuff, but it's not a whole show yet. You know,
right.
So I imagine we're going to have a couple random matches and still involving people from the Battle Royal.
We also have the tag team titles, 2 out of 3 falls.
And that's 2 out of 3 falls, so they might be extending the time on that, so that might make up for lost time.
Right.
So,
I think it's going to be a good show. I just don't think the build-up of anything has been all that spectacular, but I think the show itself will be fine.
I think it's got the few things between the 4-way. We don't even have Dean and Rollins technically anywhere on the show. That'll probably happen like main event tomorrow night or something like that. So.
Well, no, I think they announced it, but now it's in jeopardy of whatever would happen tonight on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking the whole Dean Ambrose thing. I'm talking more of what happened to poor Seth just now.
They do have it officially. They also have the kickoff match is going to be the Funkadelics colliding. So I guess it is pretty rounding out to be a full card, and a pretty good one, actually, top to bottom. So.
Okay, see, so.
But again, back to Raw tonight. We'll talk more, of course, about WWE Battleground tomorrow night on the show on WrestlingMayhemShow.com at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. On the live stream over there, you can get the link. But please, if you have any thoughts, hit us up goodtimes at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or hit the hotline over at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. There's a button there so you can call us there directly. But tonight on the show, there was an interesting mix of matches. We had Cesaro, Big E. It was an interesting match again leading up to that IC title. We had Sheamus taking on, and now escapes me,
The Miz.
The Miz. Thank you,
Yes.
with the Miz face, the moneymaker on the jumbotron. I'm really liking what they're doing with Miz actually with this comeback.
Yeah, yeah. That was a nice little twist to it. I mean, we also had Del Rio and Rob Van Dam, which that was a very interesting match. I enjoyed it very much with the whole let's catch him in the apron and just kick the living daylights out of him.
Yeah, I said that RVD looked like he was tuna con a net. But and aside from that, I really enjoyed the exchange with the Rusev, Lana, Zeb, and Swagger. I think it really built for that. We haven't had like a good patriotic run like this for a while, especially with
Right.
running over everybody. He just doesn't stop here with our Zeb Coulter thing. Who knows? But I think it's going to be fun. I like that we're getting into this again.
You
Definitely.
did a good job. Swagger's like a brand new person now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we get to see that different side of Swagger, and I'm liking it. It's helping with having Zeb in his corner and everything. So, and I mean, we also had as Bobby said, I guess earlier, Summer Lay out there dancing on top of the table during the Ziggler Fandango match, which was pretty good itself.
There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of like very, more than we, some of the stuff I feel like RVD Del Rio, we've seen too much. I feel like some of the other matches, it's just another Sheamus match, right? Versus we're getting a lot of interesting stuff happening with the girls in Fandango, for instance. With Jericho Wyatt's is something different. And we're getting to that point again, it feels, where there is a lot of different things kind of sticking out.
Right. And
Maybe not enough for a 3-hour show, but still.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's like due to a lot of the things they've been reporting, but they're doing well with trying to keep all the puzzle pieces together while they're going through these issues.
Of course, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think they suffered a lot as we were going through the summer from being so uncertain about what was going to happen with Daniel Bryan, that things really seemed to bog down for a while. But it kind of feels like they've kind of made up their mind and they're moving forward now. But, we still got to get to the other side of Battleground before we see the way things are really going to play out.
Another thing, Khali against Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Riz was just to the moon.
Yeah, so I guess Khali's doing something good for him to be getting matches week in and week out now. So.
Well, now he's a U.S. citizen. There's nothing to hold him back.
Yeah. I mean, he may not have won, but he's getting to be in that TV time now. So.
Don't you feel like the Punjabi prison match was like a condition of his green card or something?
Maybe, and hopefully we never see that again.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the main event really setting up for that four-way. And of course, I know somebody was saying in the hangout, hey, Seth kind of disappeared there, and I agree with that. I think that let's kind of forget about him. That's when they're going to have a hit. Not when they're sitting there on a pay-per-view and saying he can come out at any time.
Yeah.
There was actually, I was watching the WrestleMania Rewind last week. That was with CM Punk on his 2 Money in the Bank wins. And they were actually alluding to, he could go beat the champion tonight.
Right.
Which happens. If they put that over, that expectation, they never get to it. Versus when you don't see it coming. So.
I mean, this is the weird thing of that whole, he disappeared all of a sudden. After Cena got speared, that could have been the perfect moment for him to do that with Dean incapacitated at a hospital and all that, so something's up.
Yeah, and I can't feel like it's going to happen, and something's going to have to happen to take out Dean Ambrose in order to move on. So, all right, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Pretty good Raw. I was entertained from beginning to end, so I give it probably about a 7.5 out of 10.
Well, that's pretty average to me. What about you, Matt?
What about Sting?
Oh no, what about Raw in general tonight?
Oh, Raw was pretty good. 6.5.
Okay, you have any thoughts on Sting? I think we talked about before you got in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was really good. I get the sense that it was almost like a test of the crowd's reaction to him.
Mm-hmm.
And from what sounded like the arena sound that they had piped in during the promo, it sounded like a very positive reaction. Hopefully we get to see him soon.
Looking forward to it. I hope so. Hope they do something with him.
Mhm.
So with that, again, is the Raw Wrap-Up. WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Check out the show proper, 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 11 p.m. for the Indie Mayhem Show. We got somebody from Texas on this show. I don't have that in front of me because I'm not the one that booked that one this week. But I'm sure it's going to be cool. Heyman always gets some really cool guys from the Texas area. So I am looking forward to that. So with that, give your Twitters at Hot Wheels RWA. Matt, what are you plugging tonight?
Go find me at Mainstream Matt with 1 T, and I'll talk about wrestling to you. If you go to at Matt Carlins, all I do is talk about news. You don't want any of that.
Lame. Talks about weather and car crashes.
Weather and traffic. Boo.
Boo.
It's rotten, man.
Ew.
Don't listen. Wrestling's a lot more fun.
And I'm at Sorg. We'll see you guys next time.